Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is March the 19th, 2018. And as always, we are giving you the news according to this chart. Please know that everything that I mention here on this video is not to be considered investment advice. The reason why? Because we're not investment advisors. But nevertheless, we're here to give you all our price predictions of where we are expecting some of these major cryptocurrencies to go in the next coming days. Okay, and let you know what we're noticing on the charts to give you guys an update of what the market is going to do. So now, we told you all yesterday in our video that the market had stopped from moving lower, and we were correct in that presumption. Now it looks like we're going to be on a very slow trek upwards, and we're going to have to fight against a lot of prior resistance areas in the background of the chart. So if you guys or females are not ready for the volatility that can be expected in the cryptocurrency space, then just look at a bigger time frame and just hold out for the long term, because I do think we're going to hit some choppiness within the next couple of trading days trying to break through these prior areas of resistance. And in some instances, we're going to have a major drop back down to the downside, and in others we will break through prior resistance and move lower. That's just some of the things I see in the next coming months, maybe the next month to 2 months. That's what we're expecting to see in the market. So now you guys can see on this CoinMarketCap website that Bitcoin is having a fantastic day, up 11.64%. Ethereum as well is up almost 9%. Ripple is up almost 17%. Bitcoin Cash as well is up 11%. Litecoin is up 9.45. Looking at Cardano, fantastic day today, up 27.5%, as well as NEO up 20%, Stellar up 23.98%, as well as EOS. EOS is up 32.74%. So a lot of these cryptocurrencies today is definitely giving us double-digit gains. Been quite some time since we saw that in the market, but do not be swayed, for we always know that just because you have a fantastic day today in the cryptocurrency space does not mean it's going to be a continuation in tomorrow's trading. But we'll definitely talk about that as we go along into our analysis. So now let's get into it. Bitcoin is up 12.35%. Last trade was $8,420.90. Daily price bar for Bitcoin. So we knew that yesterday was a probable precursor to strength, and today we're still getting that confirmation that the buyers are in control, but we're not being fooled, noticing that stockpile is on the bar currently in the market. We still have a couple more hours before this bar completes. So if the close of this current bar closes towards the high, then definitely Bitcoin is going to try that $9,000 in resistance, but right now it is having a hard time doing that on the daily price chart. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the 3-hour bar for Bitcoin. So we told you all that the market was expected to come and move higher towards $8,400, and it broke through that and it came up to 86. And we told you all if it can break $8,400 to expect the market to come and try $8,600, and it did that. And you guys can definitely see what happened when the market came up to $8,600. Stockpile came in on this 3-hour bar. We got the confirmation here on this 3-hour bar, and now the market at least is continuing to consolidate in the short term. I think it's going to try that $8,600 one more time. But even on this current 3-hour bar, we're noticing that we're still getting some stockpile in the market. So it's going to be a struggle for Bitcoin to break that $8,600 area. So now we're looking at the 1-hour bars for Bitcoin. You guys can see where the stockpile came in and the weakness in the market. Market slowly is trying to come back up to that $8,500 area. And we're still getting stockpile in the market. So we're not necessarily telling you all that Bitcoin is going to move higher, because it will have to overcome a lot of the stockpile that came in around $8,500 to 86. Now granted, it might move that high once again just to try it, to see if it can make it without a lot of sellers coming in the market. But if it gets inundated with more stockpile, then definitely Bitcoin will be moving lower to consolidating. And the low for Bitcoin can try to be around $8,300 initially, but then it could come all the way back down to and around $8,200 in the short term as well. But ultimately, it can fall right back down here to the support area of $8,100 if we get a lot more of this stockpile to come in the market. Let's take a look at the 30-minute bars and see what we're noticing in the market. So this is the 30-minute chart for Bitcoin, and definitely you guys see a lot of volume came into the market, and that's why the market has been sustained across $8,300, and the market came all the way up to $8,500, and now you can see that more stockpile is coming in the market. So we need to maintain this strength that is currently being reflected in the market, but we can definitely notice that precursors of weakness is coming in now. Market might try $8,300 in the short term. Hopefully it could bounce right now where it is around $8,400 to move higher. Okay, so that's what we're noticing in the market right now for Bitcoin. We're looking like we're expecting it to move higher, just to come back and try that $8,500 or even $8,600. But we're not being fooled, because we can definitely tell that the market is getting weak, and that stockpile is definitely entering in around the $8,500 to $8,600 area. So the best thing that we can hope for right now for Bitcoin is just for them to continue to consolidate. Okay. So now this is like the 6-hour chart for Bitcoin. You guys can see where all this volume came in around 86 all the way up to 87.17, and we're still getting that stockpile in the market. But if this 6-hour bar closes above the previous close, then expect consolidation to occur. Consolidation is going to be between $8,200 to $8,600 once again. We can even see the market dip back down to and around $8,100 in tomorrow's trading, because we're not getting that much interest in higher prices, especially if this 6-hour bar closes with this light volume. Okay, so pay attention to that light volume. So now let's go ahead and look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 10.04%. Last trade was $537, $539.12. So we definitely had a probable precursor strength be reflected yesterday in Ethereum. Market came all the way down to around $450. Continuation today. The market is not that eager to move higher, so please be aware of that. Stockpile is definitely coming in the market right now. So that's why the market for Ethereum is not moving as high as Bitcoin and some of the other altcoins. Let's look at the 3-hour bars for Ethereum. So 3-hour bars for Ethereum, 560 is resistance. We're still getting precursors of weakness around that point. And if we do not see a precursors of strength bar, like a push to go up with high volume, then expect that consolidation to continue in Ethereum. That is all that's going on in this cryptocurrency Ethereum right now at the moment. It's just consolidation. So now we're looking at the 1-hour bars for Ethereum. It looks as if the market is definitely trying to maintain price around 520 all the way up to 560. But the more that we continue to get these stockpile bars, the higher it is that this cryptocurrency will resume to lower prices. Okay, so we need to see more precursors of strength being revealed in Ethereum in order for them to continue to move higher. Right now, we're not getting that, albeit I will tell you all that it looks as if it's going to try to move back up to 560 again in trading for tomorrow. I can see that $550 can also act as resistance prior to 560. So please keep that in mind as well. Because one of the things that we're noticing here on this chart is non-interest in higher prices right now. Even with the stockpile that's coming in, the market is still trying to push higher. But if we don't get more volume to come in, the market will not be moving as high as one would expect. So that's why we just said it might come back up to 550 or even $560. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is up 11.74%. Last trade was $961.53. Daily price bar for Bitcoin Cash. Yes, the percentage is quite well for these altcoins, but once you look at the chart, it's not as enthusiastic as it is once you see the percentage gains on these cryptos. The market for Bitcoin Cash is simply just consolidating still on the daily price chart. $900 has held at support currently for today. Held at support on the 16th of March and as well as the 14th and on the 9th of March. So $900 is a very strong support area for Bitcoin Cash. So we're still expecting Bitcoin Cash to move higher, albeit tomorrow may be another sideways trading action day. So now we're looking at Bitcoin Cash on the 3-hour bars. Currently, you guys can see that we are getting precursors of weakness. Market was able to come up and touch $1,000 on this 3-hour bar, but definitely you can see a lot of stockpile count coming to the market. So at best, we're still expecting Bitcoin Cash to trade sideways. Sideways is going to be between $900 and $90 all the way back down to $940, maybe even $920 in the short term. Okay, because on the 3-hour bars, we're definitely seeing that stockpile is coming in the market. So looking at the 1-hour bars, again, precursors of weakness is being reflected on the 1-hour bars. The longer that we get these stockpile bars to come in the market, the higher likely it is that these cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin Cash, will be moving lower. Okay, so that's going to be our analysis, is for them to consolidate to even move lower. It might try to come back up to 980 or even 990 in the short term, but we have a lot of precursors of weakness being reflected in the market right now. So our analysis for Bitcoin Cash is for them to continue to consolidate to even move lower. Now let's look at Ripple. So Ripple is up 15.47%. Last trade was 66 cents, almost 67 cents. Daily price bar for Ripple, again, consolidation is simply running supreme. Over the last 5 trading days, market held support at 60 cents, which was likely because I've been telling you all since the 6th of February, the market for Ripple needs to hold around that price, and it is still maintaining that right now. So that's one of the best things that we have in these cryptocurrencies, is that we, at least for the time being, has found the bottom. 3-hour bars for Ripple, stockpile is definitely coming in the market. Market tried to break 70 cents here on this 3-hour bar, but nevertheless, stockpile came in and it pushed the market all the way back down to 66 cents. And that is where support is currently for Ripple. Market needs to at least hold 66 cents in order for them to at least try 70 cents in tomorrow's trading. So now we will try to take a look at the 1-hour bar to see if we're getting more precursors of weakness in the market. So just like with Bitcoin Cash, Ripple is giving us the same type of bars. We're getting precursors of weakness being reflected right now. I told you all 60 cents needs to hold that support in order for Ripple to try 70 cents again. But given the fact that we have a lot of precursors of weakness bars in the market will become tired and it will move lower. Market needs to try to hold support at 65 or even around 64 cents in the short term in order for us to have a higher probability of moving higher throughout tomorrow's trading. But do not be surprised if the market comes back down to 64 cents in trading. Okay, but definitely we're noticing that the market is not ready to move higher just yet. So we're still within that phase of consolidation for Ripple as well. So now let's take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin is up 8.31%. Last trade was $156.50. Daily price bar for Litecoin. Definitely the market currently is closed above the close from yesterday, which is the confirmation that we needed to see in order to tell us that the buyers are definitely in the market. Litecoin got hit with some stockpile around $160. That's why the bar currently is closed towards the bottom of the bar. Take a look at the 3-hour bars for Litecoin. Definitely the market is giving us precursors of weakness on the 3-hour chart. So we're still expecting this crypto to at least consolidate until it's ready to resume the higher prices to even lower. Expecting the market to possibly come and try that $152 again. If not that, 148 would definitely be in the cards for Litecoin. 1-hour bars for Litecoin, just like with Ripple, we definitely have a lot of weakness coming in on the 1-hour bars. So the best that we can expect is consolidation. Resistance is going to be around $158. support needs to hold quite well around 152. Okay, but overall we have nothing but precursors of weakness, especially if this 1 hour bar closes below the previous close. Tells us that the market is still getting hit with sellers, and we're expecting the market to continue to move to the downside. So next on the list is going to be Dash. So Dash is up 10.42%. Last trade was $392.15. Daily price bar for Dash is definitely giving us precursors of weakness bar on the daily price chart. So the market is not yet ready to move higher. Definitely a lot of sellers is coming in Dash today. So even though we had buyers to come in the market and was able to push the close from yesterday towards the high of the bar, we're not out the woods yet for Dash. So now we're looking at the 3 hour bars for Dash. Market came across resistance around 410, and the way that last completed 3 hour bar closes towards the low continues to tell us that the market is weak. Market needs to hold support though around $380. Until then, expect the market to continue to consolidate. That is our analysis, consolidation to even moving back down to the downside. Now consolidation is going to be around the high of $410 to a low of 370, or you can even find support around $380. Okay, but definitely on the 3 hour bars we're not seeing a lot of interest in higher prices. So the best that Dash is going to do is just consolidate and not move to the upside. So on the 6 hour bar for Dash, we have a lot of stockpile coming in on this completed one. If this current 6 hour bar closes lower, then yes, expect Dash to continue to move to the downside, or at best consolidate. $400 is resistance. So our analysis for Dash is for them to consolidate to even move lower. So now let's take a look at NEO. So NEO is up 18.01%. Last trade was $67.10. Daily price chart for NEO, again, sideways trading action, just continuation from the open and close from yesterday. We had a lot of scared sellers come in the market yesterday, but the buyers brought NEO back into a range of $60 to $70. So we're still in that continuation today. Let's take a look at the 3 hour bars for NEO. Consolidation, like we said earlier on the daily price chart, the market for NEO will continue to do this until it's ready to break $70 as resistance. Currently the market's not ready, but we can definitely tell that the market is definitely trying to break 70 cents. And if that's going to occur in tomorrow's trading, next resistance area is going to be around $72. Let's take a quick look at the 1 hour bars for NEO. So looking at the 1 hour chart for NEO, definitely a lot of precursors of weakness is being reflected here at $68 to $70, but the market is not necessarily moving lower, but we definitely are seeing stockpile coming in on the 1 hour bars. As long as we continue to see these precursors of weakness bars, stockpile bars come in, we're not expecting NEO to continue to move that high. $68 or even $70 is probable, but anything higher than that is not looking likely until we are able to get rid of all of these stockpile bars. Okay, so until then, expect consolidation or even movement to the downside. Could come all the way back down to $64 or even $62 in the short term. But the longer we maintain these stockpile bars, the precursors of weakness bars, the highly likely it is that it will move lower. But currently consolidation is our analysis. So now let's take a look at Monero. So Monero is up 14.10%. Last trade was $211.04. Daily price bars for Monero stockpile again is coming in the market. Came all the way up to $220 today, was acted as prior resistance here on the 11th of February. Market definitely tried to push price back up into this consolidation range of $200 all the way up to $220. If this current daily price bar looks the way that it looks at the completion of today's trading day, then yes, we're still expecting the market to consolidate in tomorrow's trading. Currently, I told you all on the daily price chart, consolidation is around $200 as support, $220 as resistance. Currently, the 3-hour bars is definitely telling us that Monero is trying to hold price above 210. If it can do that, then expect Monero to try $220 again in the short term. Okay, now if we get more stockpile as Monero tries to come back up to $220, then yes, the market will move back down to the downside. So looking at the 1-hour bars for Monero, we're looking like in the short term, expecting Monero to move higher, $212.50, possibly all the way up to 215. In or around that price are likely areas for Monero to trade. We're not necessarily seeing a lot of weakness, but it can definitely move back down to the downside once Monero comes back and tries $212.50 all the way up to 215. Okay, it can definitely move back down to the downside. So now the last one for today is going to be NANO. You guys can definitely tell on the daily price chart that we're still in weakness. If the current bar for NANO gives us the close towards low of the bar, then we're definitely going to continue to move to the downside. That is definitely going to be our analysis for NANO, is that the market's not yet ready for higher prices. So now let's take a look at the 3-hour bars for NANO. 3-hour bars is holding consolidation right now, but we can still see stockpile coming in the market. The market tried to come all the way up to 10,500 Satoshis, but it got inundated with a lot of sellers and was able to push the market back down below that 10,000 Satoshi area. Currently, we're getting the market to consolidate, trade sideways for the time being. And if that's going to happen, then the market can definitely come back up and try 10,000 Satoshis in the short term. But given what we saw on the daily price chart, it's not looking likely that NANO is going to be moving higher or that much higher than that resistance area of 10,000 Satoshis. 1-hour bars for NANO is definitely giving us that consolidation. So that's our analysis for NANO's consolidate. 9,200 Satoshis all the way back up to 10,000 Satoshis is that range that we're looking for this particular cryptocurrency to trade. So that's all I have for today, March the 19th, 2018. Quick recap. Consolidation is the word for today. We're still expecting these cryptocurrencies to move sideways. We noticed though that as the market came and hit prior area resistance, we were getting stockpile coming in the market. That is not a good sign for these cryptocurrencies to break out and move higher just yet. Also, daily price bar, we had a fantastic precursors of strength bar yesterday, but today we're not getting that follow through. We'd like to see another positive sign of follow through to tell us that the market participants are definitely ready to move prices higher. So since we don't have that right now, that's why we're stating consolidation is one of the main things we're expecting for some of these cryptocurrencies in tomorrow's trading. And if not that, it can definitely come back to the downside. Okay, so expect that to occur as well in the cryptocurrency space. That's just some of the things we saw in the charts today. It can definitely change because these bars are not completed on the daily price chart. And with that being said, if the bar closes towards the high of the bar on the daily price chart, then yes, we're expecting the market to move higher. But if not, if the bar closes towards the middle or even towards the low of the bar on the daily price chart, so you had to look at that daily price chart to see if this is going to in fact be true. If it closes towards the middle or the bottom or the low of the bar, then yes, we're expecting consolidation or even movement to the downside. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Appreciate everyone watching and subscribing to this channel. Hope it is beneficial to you all, because once you understand the financial language of the markets, you are definitely calm once you actually enter and exit your positions. Everyone, stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.